Welcome. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to run Google Ads. So how to build a Google ad from scratch. For context, right now Facebook ads is down, so that's why I'm building a Google ad campaign. We'll be building a campaign for a ChatGPT course or live workshop or class, basically. So the landing page is already built. Right now, I'm just going to build the ad campaign from scratch, talk through my process, see if you learned something new along the way to improve your ads so you can get some paid traffic to your product or service so you can start generating more sales. Let's begin. So the first thing I want to do is set up a conversion. A conversion is basically a piece of code that goes on the thank you page so that when a customer comes to the thank you page, it sends a signal back to Google saying this person made to a thank you page. Go find other people that are like that. So I am on under goals, summary. Yep. And then I'm going to create a conversion action. It's going to be for a website. Let's go get that website. I use lead pages for my landing page. You could use whatever landing page software that you want. You just want to be able to add a piece of code to it to make it easy. Yes, you could do it with Google Tag Manager, but I'm too lazy. So I want this page. This is my thank you page. It's real simple, nothing special. But I want the, do I have, oh, it's been a while. Okay, analytics, I have metapixel code. No, just have Google's code. I don't have, we're going to have to add two pieces of code, one for the Google and the other for the actual conversion. So I want to publish, get the thank you page here, paste, scan, cool. They've changed, oh man, they keep changing this, which is super annoying. This, what is the category? This is a lead, so they submit a form, submit lead form when the page loads, and when they go to this as the thank you page. Cool. Thank you. That looks good. Slash thank you. See more settings. Okay, submits the lead form. That looks good when the page loads, and it starts with that. Great. Let's give it a name. Just call it ChatGPT class. Let's see. Measure the impact. We want to, do the conversion. Just simple. One. Now this is not a purchase. This one's for a sign up, which is what we want. So we want to count on every. Nice. Click through 90 days, 3 days. I just leave these default. That looks good. You mainly want to submit a lead form, give it a good name, make sure you have the URL when the page loads, and Bob's your uncle. Okay, click done. That looks good. I'm going to, I don't want these suggestions, Google. Okay, submit lead form. That's what we want. Enhance. No, we don't want enhance. We're going to save and continue. Great. And they want to do it with Google Tag Manager. I don't want. If you click done, and then you get this. Great. Next thing, I like going, if you go back into it, let's see. Actually, we don't need this one. Yes, remove. Okay, so here it is, submits lead form. It's inactive, hasn't been used. We have to go back into it to get the code. See, they give you the code right here. And then we're going to install ourselves. So I'm going to copy this. Yep. And I'm going to click back here, close, here, paste. And then what I like doing, lead pages, if you do on settings, analytics makes it very easy. Google tag for conversion. These little arrows mean HTML comments, so that you can put whatever words that you want. That's basically it. So that's the conversion. Let's save, close, close. See how nice and easy it is with lead pages. That's why I like it. Cool. Now, if we go back here and troubleshoot, add the URL. Great. There's the URL. We'll click connect. There we go. One thing I did make a mistake on, it happens. When you go to do your conversion, let's go edit. I highly recommend when you do the URL for page load, do URL contains. Don't do the exact. There's the URL is. Do contains, and then you could put your whole URL. That's where I made the mistake, honestly. So click save, and then you're able to take that one piece of code here down under install. Just take this one piece of code, boom, add that to your page here, boom. So in the header of basically whatever website tool that you're using, click save, click update. Then when you go to test it, doing that testing, so if we go back to our conversion goals, boom, there will be a little troubleshoot button. When you click on that troubleshoot button, you'll enter, a little pop-up will come up right here, and it'll say, hey, test the URL that you want to add. When you add the URL, then it's going to open the page right here, and what you're looking for is this little green check mark right here. That means that it loaded the code, it works perfectly, it did recognize the code, and then when you go back to the previous tab, you can see the new, I just renamed it. You can see the new Google Ad Conversion, Google Class Conversion, that's whatever you named it. So it did fire. So that means that my conversion is now working. So perfect. So now basically if you did the first step, because if you're buying clicks basically, and if you're buying traffic and you're just paying for clicks, Google doesn't know exactly which of the people actually went to the thank you page to go find more people like that. And you also don't know like what keywords are actually getting conversions. So that's why it's really important to put this piece of code on the thank you page, so that you could look at your analytics and see which keywords are actually getting conversions, meaning people are going to the landing page, taking the action that you want, and then going to the thank you form. Great. So that's the first step. That's just the nerdy stuff right there. You can use Google Tag Manager, but that's just one less tool I don't want to use, because I just rip up landing pages and add the code. Is just so much faster. So our next step is to get keywords. So if let's go to this tab. Yeah. If you go to Tools, Planning, and then Keyword Planner, you can search for different keyword words. You can, right here, if I do like chat GPT, class, I like, if you're teaching or doing something like that, class, course, tutorial are basically just, you hit the three little lines to give you a little more real estate. It's hard to get real estate here. Jeez. That's why I have two monitors. This really makes it easier when you have two monitors. Don't be working on a small monitor. So here, basically, ChatGPT or Google's going to give you some suggestions. And you can also see how it's already in my account. I already have these saved, which is good enough. So I'm like, cool. You could select them and add them to a keyword plan. That's what I like doing. So then you have two ways too. You could do that, or if you click the X here, there's two tabs here. There's start with keywords and then start with the website. You could enter a website of a competitor. I know one of my competitors is, you should always know your competitors when you enter a market. I could enter their website here and click only use this page right here, which is most likely the landing page. And then it will scrape that and find other keywords like ChatGPT certification, training courses. Some of these I definitely want to add. Online course, sales course, ChatGPT certification. Some of these I do want to add actually. So I'm going to just download these. Can I download these? Yeah, I could download these. So I'm actually download some of these because there's actually some of these that aren't in mine. I already know. So I'm going to click the little down arrow and then click Google Sheets. That's good. Give it a name. I'm just going to call it Delete Me just because I'm going to this is only a one-time use. It's going to prepare the report here. Then you can open the sheets. Awesome. Now what I'm going to do is click on the rows here and here, right click and click delete rows. Nice. Oops. Then I'm going to select all, command all, and hit filter here just so I could filter, because I want, if I do here, I could do keywords that contain, I could do a filter here and show me all keywords that contain chat. Actually, wait, filter by condition. If it contains chat, the word chat, click OK. Because there's some of these like course certification and mastering. There's some good traffic here. I'll take some of those. So I'm just going to copy these. And I have a keyword report here already saved. So if I go here, I have my own report. So if you go tools, keyword planner, I can see all my list of all of them basically. So I have here just a list. I'm going to add, and it'll automatically remove any duplicates if it finds duplicates. So I'm going to paste those right here, go add keywords, paste it right here, click save. It's going to add them. Good, there was 2. Like certification I don't have. That's awesome. Full course I don't have. That's a new one. Support training. It's good enough. So now, man, I wish I had room or more real estate, but that's fine. Cool. So now what I want to do is I want to take these. I'm going to dump this again into a Google Sheet. Google Chat GPT course. Google keywords August 28th. I always name these. Cool. Because I'm not going to probably use all of these keywords. I'm going to use just some. Open. So this one right here is good. I'm going to delete this. Actually, if we take the filter out, let's see. Just see if, just in case I missed anything. I'm going to just throw an X right here just to tag these. I want to remove my filter here. Text, none. Okay. And just see if there's anything like ChatGPT or OpenAI. Maybe they use different keywords, but doesn't look like. It's just whatever, corporate training, stuff like that. Okay. I want to be very specific. That looks good. So I don't need this guy. Move the trash. Cool. So here's that keyword of basically for my keyword report right here. I just took this, exported, and now I have a list of all of them. I'm going to get rid of this column, because it just shows subtotals, and the first 2, which are just like header information. Select the rows, right click, delete. Nice. Command all, or to select all. Hit my filter tabs. There's a filter button right here. Looks like a funnel. And so now, basically, what I'm more interested in, just going to delete these, whatever's in those 2 columns. Use. Just give me a column that I know I could tag which ones I'm going to actually use. I want to sort. I'm going to highlight this one, the average monthly views. I'm going to highlight this column and just turn it into a number, and then indent the 0 so I could see like 5,000 versus 50. And then I could sort this by clicking the filter, do sort Z to A, and then I could see 5,000 people in the US every month on average are searching for the words ChatGPT tutorial. That's cool. And then these are about 500. So there's enough meat on the bone here. Am I going to use... I'm actually going to use all of these. Seminar. That's interesting. Cool. And then you can see on the right hand side, you can see like the price, top of page. It's under $10. It's cheaper than if you're searching for like keywords of like digital marketing. Digital marketing is like stupidly expensive, honestly. So the main columns is basically average monthly sort. So you can see the most high volume at the very top, which is ChatGPT tutorial. And then you can also see the top of page. This is the top of page. So it seems to be between $4 and $9, $10, which is pretty cheap. Cost per click. My daily budget is going to be $100, give or take. So that's enough for me to get some clicks. So now what I want to do is add a, so there's broad phrase exact syntax. Okay, so when you do Google Ads, there are three. When you do keywords, let's do this just so you can see this, because you need to be aware of this. When you have the blank words right here, then you see you have quotes, phrase match, and then you have, see the brackets, exact match. That's going to determine how flexible or how, where it kind of sounds like, where the words are going to, it's because your keywords are what you're bidding for, and then there's search keywords, or which is what the user actually types in. It won't always be an exact one-to-one match unless you do exactly here, running shoes. So if you type in running shoes, you'll, with exact match, meaning the brackets, you'll only get keywords that match that exact word. But if you do broad, then it means, yeah, if it's running shoes, then it could trigger for tennis shoes, even socks for running shoes. It's very broad. So this is going to determine how broad your clicks are, depending on your budget. For example, so I really like using phrase match, using the quotes. So what that means is I'm going to, I don't need this anymore. We'll come back to that. Okay, so that means I need to surround. So I'm going to do a little coding. I like doing the bracket or doing the colon in one. And then I could do equals, the word concatenate. And then it's, what do you want to concatenate or combine, basically? I want to add this, click. If I do a comma, then I can add another thing, click, keyword, and I can do comma. You can see how it's kind of like typing it. I can't zoom in, sorry. And then I can click this again. So basically, it saves me from having to write. I must select both, and if I do Command D, boom. So what that does, this is why it's so helpful to know Excel. Take an Excel course. It will save you so much time. If I zoom in, basically what we did was how do I surround? I don't want to manually type the colon or the quotes in the beginning and last of each of the keywords. That's just a waste of time. So highly recommend. I teach tool mastery. Master the tools so that saves you super productivity tool. And then so concatenate says, okay, get the value from B2, which is this, add the cell A2, which is this keyword, and then go back to B2. So that's the easiest way. It's just something the fastest way I've done because I've been doing Google Ads for a while, so it just saves me time. So now I basically have my keywords. They're also surrounded by quotes, so they'll be phrase match, so that's good. So now I got my keywords. Now let's actually build the Google ad campaign. So if we go back to Google Ads, if we go to overview, cool. I'm going to click, so under campaigns, there's a button right here, new campaign. Click new. What do you want to do? I want leads. We're going to add the goal, which is submit lead forms. And I'm going to remove these two because I'm not converting for phone calls, and I'm not converting for these contacts right here. I only want submit lead form for the website. And if I hover over, there's my Google class conversion. So that's my custom conversion that I created, basically. That looks good. Great. We'll click continue. It says, where do you want search? I just like doing search just because it's easier. It says, how do you want to reach website visits? And then my business website is going to be, let's go back to lead pages. If you're wondering how fast I'm just like teleporting, not going to the website, going to the bookmark, manually typing, I'm using what's called Alfred. Alfred Mac, definitely on a Mac, not a PC, because I'd shoot myself if I had a PC. Alfred for Mac allows you to do search and browse. Yes, Mac has the search bar, and you can search for bookmarks, but you can't customize it the way you can for Alfred. That's why Alfred is worth every penny. Also, you remember how I copied like the URL without having to remember it? This right here is what's called clipboard history. So that's this thing right here, clipboard history. So that thing, what it does is it remembers everything that I've ever copied, both URL, image, anything I've ever copied. It saves it so that I could hit a command like Option V, because you're usually doing Command C for copy. I'll do Option or Command V for Command. What is it? No, it's Command V. Yeah. So if I do Option V, that's just mine. You could set it to anything you want. That's how, say for example, right here, I copied the URL and it's saved so I could go and find it. So these are just little productivity. I have a productivity and time management course and stuff I teach, so link below. It will save you time. Now, what I want is the training page, which is just here. So if I highlight, if you press Command L, it highlights the URL, Command C. No keyboard shortcuts. It's going to save you lots of time. These little things adds up to just save you a lot of time, so you're not having to use your mouse all the time. Like my left hand stays on the keyboard, so I can literally work 10 times faster than normal people. So we're going to give it a name. I like doing it by the date, August 28th, because you never know, you're going to come back to these when you need it. Chat GPT class V1, simple, because I'll do different versions. Sometimes I'll go through a different date. I want to know when the date I started. I'm going to start a new one. Cool. I'm going to just do clicks for right now, and then I'll optimize it for conversions later on. So I'm going to click next. Google's real sly how they do this. If you uncheck, it just says, hey, do you want to do it on this? This may say search networks. This is shady Google, but click here. It's actually searching for the search partners. You have to read the fine details. Google's always trying to F you, trying to get you to pay more than you should. So I'm going to uncheck these because it's going to default to search, which is what you selected in the first part right here. Locations, I do US, but also I'll click location to options. I'll click the second one where it says presence. People in or regularly in, including locations, because this is like if someone visited the state of California but they don't live and are naturally there. I want people who actually are in that area, so that way just a little more accurate. Language, English, that's fine. I don't do audience segments. Broad match, make sure that's off. Good. Automatic. I don't want Google to create titles and keywords or assets, basically. That's the descriptions and the headlines. I don't want Google to create anything. I'm going to create my own copy. Ad rotation's good. We definitely want to send an end date. Start today, end in do a week, something simple. Click more options. Google can spend more or less on a particular day than your daily budget, but it won't spend the total budget in that total time, if that makes sense. That means if you put your daily budget at $50, some days it may be 60, 70, something like that. Don't freak out. Over the course of the time period, the start and end dates, it won't, on average, it won't spend if you do $50 per day times whatever your time span, if that makes sense. Ad rotation is great. That's great. End date, great. Always check your work. Good, 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 good. Okay, cool. Next. Hey, creating the ad. Do we want to use AI? No, I don't want to use AI. Don't need to use AI for everything. Skip this, because if you become too dependent on AI, it kind of erodes your thinking, which is not what you want. Okay, productivity, yeah. So here's where your keywords are going to go. Copy. Paste. Now I'm going to delete some of these. Training, full course, courses, class, course, class. That all looks good. Next is creating the actual ad. That's the final URL. That looks good. You can add it's just, I don't want to say a fake URL, but basically it's just like a display path. It's different than the actual final URL, which is what they would take them to. Just something if you want to match the keywords, basically. So now what I like doing is looking here and I open incognito mode, better than Google Chrome if you're using, everyone's search results are actually different. So that's why I like doing the keywords here. I'm going to just, okay, let me open new notes right here, just so I just have something on the side, because I might have something for header and something for descriptions. And then now whatever. I'm just going to go through and copy any headers that I like. And then notice how there's not one Google ad, which is interesting, which is very interesting. Let's try another keyword. See, now you get sponsored ads. So that's something interesting. So tutorial, although it's super cheap, you don't get a good cost per click, where these people are actually spending money on the ads. So what that means is that I am going to follow my competition, and I'm going to remove tutorial. I'm actually going to add it. Anything that says tutorial, I'm assuming would mean, my assumption, would mean that they are looking for free. So also you're going to have a list of negative keywords. Great. I'm also going to put free and YouTube and student, and yeah, that's good enough for right now. Because now, cool. Let's find some keywords. Let's find leverage AI tools. That looks good. Ooh, look at these. That's good. Learn how to use ChatGPT. That's good. I wonder if they trademarked it too. No, it doesn't look like it because... Interesting. I also want to open these because I want to see their landing pages too. Okay. Looking good. I want to skip all these regular searches, and I want to go to these. People like using generative AI. It's interesting. Mine's actually a 3-hour course. Okay, I think I got some good keywords there. Now, I want to go through and just get some descriptions. Your course is $880 a month. What the? My course is super cheaper. Super cheaper. Super cheap. We may just up the price. I'm going to leave it at the low price and then build it up once we get more demand. I like that. AI training built for professionals. Notice how I'm not using ChatGPT yet, which is kind of funny. I may feed it into ChatGPT in a moment. Okay, that's I got enough of like roughly what I like here. So now I'm going to take, so now basically we did our research, so now we're going to fill out the headers. And this, I'm just going to move it to another screen so I can see. So obviously, go to the keywords, minus tutorials. I'm going to take copy, add a filter if it contains tutorial. I don't want it. There we go. Oh, if the text does not contain. Cool, there we go. So it filtered a couple of the keywords that have tutorial in it, because I'm really mostly interested in these 500 ones, just because these have the most search volume. Let's highlight these just a little. That's nice, because I'm going to take these and just use these in some of the keywords. So I'm going to just move that to another screen just so I could get here. Okay. ChatGPT certification, ChatGPT class, course, ChatGPT full course, full class. We're going to do learn prompt engineering. Nice. Complete chat course. And then are there some of the other ones that I liked? Oh yeah. How to use ChatGPT. ChatGPT tutorial, tips, prompts. Okay, that's good. So got some headers. It's in there. That's good. Now for some descriptions that I'm actually going to go to ChatGPT for. Okay, so what did I write? When you do ChatGPT, you want to give it a three-part framework: role, task, output. So my role, you're Google Ad Specialist. Mistype. Task, write 5 descriptions for a Google ad that each is less than 90 characters for these keywords, colon, and I added all the pretty much the keywords and then also my descriptions, some of the text that I found there. Pop that into the oven. Nice description here, here, here. Okay. Master ChatGPT with our course, get certified and boost your skills today. Boost your AI skills today. Nice. Okay. Wish there was more real estate for this. Get ChatGPT certification perfect for professionals. I don't want students. Instead of for professionals and entrepreneurs. Enroll today. You gotta be careful about capitalization. Don't say get, just ChatGPT certification. Perfect for professionals, entrepreneurs. Enroll today. Nice. I like that. Learn ChatGPT. Great. Basic to learn ChatGPT fast from basic to advanced. Courses for all skills levels. Yeah, it's pretty much the same. That's good. Give me one more. Give me 5 more and better. ChatGPT survey boost your AI skills career in just. I like that one because mine is in just 3 hours. It's a 3-hour course. It's super quick. Just. Cool. I like all that. I like all that. I like all that. I like all of that. Looks good. Next. Images. I think I have some images here. We'll just use that. We'll just use that. I think those are good for now. I don't think it matters if it shows who it is. Just use those. Save. Okay, business name. Simple text skills. Great. Business logo. Yep. Now, site links. This is important. This is something you definitely need to do. Site links. If you look at a Google ad, see these links down here. These are what's called site links. Those are what you want to do, and you want to do at least a few. So the number one, what people look for, bring our little cheat sheet here. I'm just gonna space it right here. you need a couple things. You need, okay, so view prices for all levels, beginner course. Okay, so we've got some headers for site links right here. Highlight this header. Cool. So I got site links. Next, we actually got to create them. So when you go to your landing page here, oh, it's actually here. Here's our landing page. Great. Site links. Every landing page is different. I like lead pages because it's more intuitive and easier for me. So these little sections, you start right here. There's another section, ChatGPT. We're going to say edit section. Go to back arrow, start. I'm going to just rename this to about. Actually, we'll just do this one, start. And then we'll name this one /start. And then name this one about. So at this one I could do beginner course. I could do this one. Instead of curriculum, we could just, well, we'll just call it curriculum. /curriculum. Actually, that one does have the price. So this one we're just going to rename as price. The price is going to be the link that is going to get clicked the most. That looks good. That looks good. Cool. So now if I update and I take this landing page here, view page, page options, copy the link. So now I can add this here, URL /pound. So it's going to be whatever the URL of the website is, / and then it's going to be pound, and then your section name. So if I do this, so the website is simpletechskills.com /productivity. That's the landing page. Then if you do / and then pound, and then it will go whatever the section name is. So the section name is price. So if we click this, it goes there, which is technically the first one. So if we repeat that, I'll show you for another one right now. Like start, copy, and then about, and curriculum. I'll do the curriculum one. So if I copy this, so productivity / and then do the pound, and then curriculum is the page section. See how it goes there? It goes straight to the curriculum section, which is, if you go here, this curriculum page right here is called curriculum. So it just matches that. Everyone is different. If you do ClickFunnels, if you do WordPress, pick the tool that's best and easiest for you. This is why I choose lead pages, because it's just quick and fast to get the job done without having to hire a developer to do all this, basically. So I have my name, I have the link, and I have my site pages, so my site links. So that's good. Now let's go back to the Google ad, and we add our site links right here. So it's view prices, and then description, for all levels, URL. I'm just kind of like close enough right now just to get something in. Okay, so you have your site text right here. See how it does it, view prices. Then sometimes if it has more real estate, it will add the descriptions and A/B test some of them. You can see this in your analytics when you see how the ad tests. And then slash price. You can't do two of the final URLs. It has to be unique. And you need a minimally 4, I think it is, for it. So that's one. I'm going to do number 2, which is, it's actually do pricing information actually. Pricing information, affordable prices, view price. Great. Next one is going to be beginner course. ChatGPT beginner course for all levels. Get started today. And then we're just going to, which one do I have for start? Which one's the start? I don't have start. I have price. I have about. We'll do about. We'll do about. That's going to be this one, about the course. So that's going to be this one right here. So about, yep, beginner course, ChatGPT beginner course, great, view price, yep, that looks good. Let's do another one. Next one is going to be what you will learn. View curriculum. View curriculum. View syllabus. And that's going to be this URL. Perfect. See what you'll learn, curriculum. That looks good. One more. Don't click on the left-hand side or anywhere out. You will lose all your work. I've done that before, and it sucks. So we'll click create. Now we have our site links. For whatever reason, if you don't add site links, I've noticed like the Google won't like push your ad. It will just like stall, which is super annoying. Let's definitely do some callouts. These callouts are keywords that go at the very end, but they're not hyperlink. If you notice, they're just keywords that go at the very bottom. Live instructor. Okay, cool. Save. Got our callouts. Great. Click apply. Great. Great, great, great. I'm not going to do any of these. Don't need any of those. That looks good. Let's review our work. Basically, we have our keywords that are good, and in they're also in phrase match. Great. We have our final URL. Great. We have our display path, which doesn't have to be the actual found URL. It just shows right here for keyword right there. Great. So then we have our headlines, class, course, learn prompt engineering. Looks great. We have our descriptions, master, ChatGPT, learn from basic to advanced for all levels. Boost your skills and career in just 3 hours. Love it, love it. Got some images, great. Got the business name, great. Got the logo, great. Got our site links and descriptions, great, 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 great. Done. Doing good. Then we go scroll up. It just shows the ad right there. Great. We'll click next. Now, sometimes I've had it lagged on the save button. So for whatever reason, you could change it later. I'm going to do the highest amount because you can always change it. Doesn't matter. Click next. Because I found that if you do the high budget, then it doesn't get stuck on this saving window. This is like the most annoying part. Sometimes it gets stuck. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes you just have to go back and adjust that part if it gets stuck on this section. If you learn something new and like content like this, entrepreneurship, tech skills at the end of the day, how to make money online, all that fun stuff, just how to build an online business, go ahead and throw me a like and a subscribe and a comment down below. Another thing you want to learn, and we can make some more content about it. Boost the algorithm. Okay, sometimes it gets stuck, so I'll go back to budget. I'll do the recommended. Click next. Campaign ready to publish. I love it. Then we will publish. We are not done yet. We have 2 or 3 more things we need to do. So I'm going to click next. Yeah, it's the exact same code. Okay, cool. So I only need to put this on my main page, and then we can test it. Test it. Your Google tag was correctly detected on the landing page. That's what you want, this little green thing. Perfect. Click confirm. Great. This is a new thing they added. Google tag was successfully installed. Great. Okay, cool. So we're not done just yet. We're going to pause it for a second because I want to do a couple things. First, campaigns. There we go. Campaign, campaigns, campaign, campaign, campaign. Here is our paused one. Yep, that's right. I want to do two things. Increase the budget and then also add negative keywords. So go to the ad, go in the ad. Here's your keywords. Great. Go to negative keywords, and here is where you want to add your negative keywords, which remember there's two of them that we want to add, or a couple. I don't want tutorial free, I don't want PDF, I don't want book, I don't want student, I don't want students. Let's just start there. Free YouTube, that's always good. Cool. Then last thing I want is I want to increase the budget, and we are done. So campaigns. Great. Click into the campaign pencil icon. I want to increase it to $100 a day because I want the data. That looks good. And then now click enable. We are now done. Let's review everything we did. We did a Google conversion pixel conversion piece of code that is on your thank you page. Let's make sure this is updated. So when someone goes to the thank you page here, they have the piece of code that fires back so that you can get analytics on the conversion code. Because yes, you have impressions, you have clicks, but what you really want right here is conversions. You want to, yeah, you got some impressions. Yeah, you got some clicks, meaning some people have clicked. They went to the landing page. It's like going to the lobby of your business. But how many of them actually filled out the information and went to the thank you page? That's important because the conversions are going to tell you which keywords are giving you conversions so you get more insight to your ads. Super crucial. We targeted the whole US. It's going to take, I don't know, an hour or a day to start getting some traffic. We're just going for clicks right now, but we'll see. Basically, you want to monitor it. Look at campaigns. If you go into, okay, this is important, especially for monitoring or editing it. I'll probably do another video. If you guys like this and this gets, I don't know, 1,000 likes, I'll do another video of how to optimize your Google ad campaign. So like this video, subscribe so that we can grow this channel and I can share more tips like this so we can learn and grow together. So there's two important things. These are the search terms, the keywords that you put in, but that's not necessarily what the user is going to enter into Google. Because remember, there's the phrase match, broad match, and exact match. So Google's going to be a little it's actually going to be very flexible on the words. Actually, I don't want support training. Pause. Let me go through some of these. Course, good. Okay, those are all good. Also make sure that you're viewing all the keywords because I thought there's more. Yeah. Course, class, course. I'm also choosing work keywords that people have the intent of actually shopping, class, course, teacher, something like that. That looks good. We did 21 keywords. That's good. We'll get some keywords traffic in here. I like that. I like that a lot. We have our budget a day. And that looks good. If you go into more details, you'll get all your settings here, and then you could click edit settings. I'll come back to the keyword thing in a minute. But this is where you could change your main keywords. Our conversion is basically going to be for forms, but right now we're bidding for clicks. We're choosing leads. We're choosing the whole US. We're bidding just for clicks. We're also doing all ages. Remember, budget's $100 a day. We do have an end date. It's not going to do broad, and it's not going to automatically create assets. That's great. It's going to run indefinitely. That's great. Just some check things to look over too. Just doing ads for such a long time. When you set up your reporting, this is the layout. When you want to change the columns, click columns, because your columns are look different mine. Click modify columns, and then you can change and then drag and drop which ones you want. I like this order. Impressions, how many people did you show this ad to? That is impression. If I showed it to you, that's an impression. How many people clicked on it? So they clicked on the ad, then they went to the landing page. What's the click-through rate, which means impressions divided by clicks? What's the average cost per click? How much did it cost me to click for someone to click on that? How much have I spent on my budget? What's the conversion rate? And also, more importantly, conversions. How many people are actually going and signing up on the thank you page or filling out the form? And then you can save it. And then I have a custom one, for example. So that way I could just quickly look, and I have impressions, clicks, click-through rate, average cost per click, what's my cost been so far, and the conversion rate or conversions, and then conversion rate. That's good. That's what I want. Daily budget. And then remember, we renamed the ad. So it's date, what's the name of the ad, and version 1. So I'll do different versions. Also, I know the date. So that looks good. And then we have, okay, so back to the keywords. We have our search terms. These are the search terms people are searching for, but what they actually search for under insights and reports, search terms. These are what the user will actually enter in that you'll actually start seeing. So search terms will actually start populating. It says here, yeah, so these are the specific words that the user is putting into Google, and then Google's going, yeah, phrase match, that's kind of the same, so it will match and add it here. What I'm basically monitoring for the search term is negative keywords. If there's words in here that are just not applicable for my ad, I'll add them to the negative keyword list. So that's going to be it. And yeah, so cool. Thank you so much if you made it to the end of this video. I applaud you for taking time out of your day to level up your skills, learn how to do Google ads, because just for example, if Facebook ads go down, or if you want just another variation to drive paid traffic to your landing page, your funnels, so you can turn clicks into sales online, this is a great tutorial to get started with. It's what I've been learning all the time. So please support the channel, throw a subscribe and a like. I would appreciate it a lot, because helps beat the algorithm at the end of the day, and throw a comment about a video that you want to see next. I'm Jonathan Cunha. I hope you learned something new today, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye.